I love stories. Well, we all love stories. Who doesn't? We see stories everywhere in pictures, in paintings, on walls, and today's most viral content reels. And I see my story in the love of my life, that is cinema, which is full of millions of curious stories. Well, we always tend to forget about one story, the story that need to be told, the story that deserves most importance. That is your story, our story. And today I'm going to get you through one of such story, that is my story. I was around 24, 25 years old. I just graduated from engineering. I was pursuing my post-graduation and I was working in one of these film set as a first assistant choreographer. There was lights, camera, bright sunshine, action, everything right in front of me. And I was given half-sleeve shirt. That was the first time I was facing the camera. My insecurities, my challenges, everything right in front of that camera. But what did I do? I ran back to this beautiful lady who was the costume coordinator and I literally requested her. In fact, I pleaded in front of her to give me full sleeve shirt. Why? Because, you see, I got this skin condition called vitiligo. For those who don't know what is vitiligo, it is just a melanin pigment disorder in your body which stops producing your skin condition. However, what was bothering me, she was least worried about. She shooed me away from there and she asked me to go back to my positions amongst all other dancers. But me being me, what did I do? I silently slided back to a couple of rows and allowed other dancers to take my position. Now here comes the cameraman and the choreographer who yelled at me and asked me to come back to the same position. Now life brought me back in the short span to the same point where I was scared to face the camera. Well, I had no other option. I had to dance my heart out. Now here comes the stars of the cinema. None other than Mr. Amir Khan. And the film was Three Idiots and the song that we were dancing for was All Is Well. Well, trust me, I was dancing my heart out for the song All Is Well, but nothing was going well inside my heart. Well, right after the film, I was wondering why didn't this cinema come a year before? Because that's me. That's exactly me. The character Rancho was me. The kid with depression, asking thousands of questions, but finding no answers. But however, after the film, I got a couple of very good opportunities. But what did I do? I literally and mentally ran away to London to pursue my MBA. I'll tell you why. See, right from my childhood, I was made to believe that I'm not meant to be in front of the camera. I don't deserve to be in entertainment industry. All insecurities was not instant. It came through years of misinformations, whispers, and all those thousands of uncomfortable stares on my skin. I was tired of answering people, giving them varieties of answers for their varieties of questions. I still remember I might be around 10 or 12 years old, small little kid. Vitiligo was very fresh on my body, and I was playing with one of my very close childhood friends. Now here comes his mother tying her sari to her waist, rushing towards him, caught him by his collar, and dragged him away from there. I know those days there used to be a hand pump, we used to pump the water out of it. She made him sit below that, and she washed his entire body. Because she thought I was some untouchable person. Because she thought I got this some contagious disease. You see how one person's ignorance can create a permanent scar in another person's heart and soul forever. Well, in this journey throughout my childhood, I came across so many unofficial doctors who gave me a lot of suggestions but no solutions. I was made to eat some bizarre things, some rituals, visit temples. Somebody even asked me to apply that anthill soil which can cure your vitiligo. Well, trust me, I did everything. But what was the result? Result was nothing but the same kid, same tears, same body, same skin. I just wanted to stay away from all this chaos. I flew to London to pursue my MBA. Now, how many of you been on a gunpoint? Well, I'm not trying to mess with you guys. This is just not the story from, this is not just a page from my story, but it's a page from my life. I was in London, shifting apartments, working. I went back to my previous landlord just to ask for my own security deposit money back. What did he do? He just pulled the gun out of his pocket and straight away pointed at me. I can't forget that moment. My life was just a trigger away, 3 inches away from that silencer barrel. My throat was dried the way I am right now. My lip was dried. I was not able to swallow my saliva, minus 25-degree temperature outside, but body was warm. Heart was pumping. Now that moment in my life became a turning point. That gunpoint became the turning point of my life. But the first thing what I did, I just ran from there. Maybe faster than Usain Bolt. Just to add little humor to that, I need to be alive to tell this story for you guys, right? That's the first thing I did. I just ran from there. And later I sat back and thought myself, life is so unpredictable. Today you are alive and tomorrow you are gone. That 3 seconds, the distance between the trigger and me could have ended my life. However, I continued working in London because that's the only option left with me. But something was troubling me. Something was haunting me. Something was telling me, this is not you. This is not your story. You have to pick up your pen. You have to write your own story. What did I do? I quit my job and decided to come back to India to pursue my passion in filmmaking. Good earning job, all blazers ties, everything I built so far. I quit my job and I joined London Film Academy to pursue my direction in filmmaking course. In 2013, I came back to India with a lot of passion, but restarting my life from ground zero. But what was the first question asked by my closest circle? How can a person like you with this kind of skin condition can come to film industry? This was the first question asked. But I didn't give up. I joined one of the veteran director of Kannada film industry, Mr. Sunil Kumar Desai. I assisted him for an year. Then 2014, I took this major decision of starting my own production house, that is Honudi Production House, in which we produced and directed closer to 30 plus short contents. For one which, this year, 2025, I got recognized by Dada Saheb Phalke Festival Award as a special jury mention. And for another short film, which was based on a prostitution, I won Best Indian Short Film Award at the prestigious Kolkata International Film Festival. Now, that was not over. I wanted to take a big leap. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to direct my first feature film. But I know I was a newcomer. Nobody is going to invest on me. So what did I do? I went back to London. I spoke to each and every Indian there. I pitched my story, and I bought money from London to India, and I produced my first ever feature film, and I directed my feature film. That's Mahira, which is currently streaming on Amazon Prime, starred by Mr. Rajvi Shetty. This film in 2019 gave me name, fame, position, recognition. People started talking about me. It was critically acclaimed. Everything seems to be so beautiful, isn't it? But something happened. We all know what happened in 2020. The great COVID. The pandemic. Now my life, what I struggled to reach till there, went here. Back here, if you can imagine. Back here, where I had to restart everything again. Though I had everything, I was wondering what went wrong. All my childhood traumas started resurfacing. My passion, my dream, everything was shattered. But one day something very dangerous happened. My body started talking to me. My body started telling me that it needs pain, and it was asking me, give me pain. Well, I'm very strong with my mind. I had observed so many people getting these suicidal factors or the thoughts in their mind. So many people damaging their body, getting addicted to a lot of things. Well, I didn't want to do that. So one day I sat back and spoke to my body. I spoke back to my body and asked, what do you want? Body told, I want pain. I told, okay, I'm going to give you pain, but on one condition. I'm going to give you pain such a way that I'm going to construct you. I'm not going to destroy you. So what did I do when the entire world was wondering what to do? I went back to gym. I toned my body. I transformed my body. The result of which is this. From that body to this body. The same body, same person, but two different personalities. It's an iconic example of what depression can do, what inspiration can result. Now, during this body transformation, I realized that there are not many NGOs who are working towards the awareness of vitiligo. There are not many government bodies who are working towards creating awareness about vitiligo. Medicines are expensive. There are no insurance coverages. So this is where something struck to me, and I decided I'm going to start my initiative that's called the Scarman, the man who came out of all the scars, where I wanted to create the physical and most emotional and powerful message and motivation to the people. Now, this is where I realized, and I wanted to tell people that a man with 5.5 feet can look good. A man of my personality can make body. He can look good in front of the camera. He can do whatever he can do. You see, I'm wearing this half-hand shirt, right? Now, all my life, I believed that I can't wear this shirt. Why? Because I believed I can't wear this shirt. This shirt never asked me to not to wear it. It never discriminated me. So that is when I realized it's not the problem with external world, it's the problem with internal world. There is nobody who's going to come and help you. It's you, and it's your journey that you have to fight. Now, you think it's over? It wasn't over. Right after my body transformation, right after Scarman, there is something changed my perception about vitiligo and medicine. I have to quote this example. One day I was sitting in my clinic where I should take my treatment, and there was this small little girl sitting there on whose body the vitiligo was very fresh on her lips and eyebrows. And right next to her, her father was sitting, and with lots of respect and lot of guts, I went and asked him, because by look I could make out he was from an underprivileged family. So I asked him, why you want to get her treated? Why you want to torture her body? What is the purpose of you getting that kid treated? You know what was his answer? The answer from that father, he was not worried about that vitiligo on her body. He was worried about who is going to marry her after 15 years. Now, who is going to answer this kid why they torture her body after 15 years? Now, this is where I wanted to take a big leap, and I wanted to make a very big statement. Stop taking medicines for vitiligo because it cannot be cured, because it's not the disease. And this is where I wanted to convey some other message to the people. Now, you might ask me, what did I do something different? What was more powerful? What I want to do something so powerful, so meaningful, so tangible that people can touch, feel, and experience and talk about it for the years to come. Can I change this pain to something powerful? Was the question. I wanted to do a film with this star, always. So one day I got this opportunity to meet him. He's none other than Mr. Puneet Rajkumar sir. So I met him, I narrated my story, he liked my story, and we always wanted to do a film. I wanted to direct a film for him. But something happened there. He observed that vitiligo on my body. He very curiously asked me, and I told him, sir, this is what the vitiligo is, this is my body transformation, this is Scarman, and this is what I'm trying to do. You know what he said? He said, Mahesh, what a fighter you are. Well, I have nothing to do with him. He's not my relative. But he said, what a fighter you are. This story needs to be told. The world needs to know about this story. So he asked, what can we do? I said, sir, can we make a film out of it? Imagine a film based on vitiligo. Now, but still, life was not fair with me. 2021, October 29th, Puneet Rajkumar sir left us. Again, my life was shattered. But this is the time I had two options, either to give up or not to give up. So what did I do? I decided to produce my own film and direct the film and act in the same film. And the film is my current feature film, Billy Chukki Halli Haki. Now you think it was easy? It was easy for me to take off my shirt in front of the camera and act for that lens? No. Imagine if your lipstick is not right. Imagine if you have a small pimple, your hair is not right, your jacket is not right. How conscious do you get? Now imagine me doing that. Why did I do it? One reason. I did it for you, for the small kid who's going to be me tomorrow, for that elderly person who couldn't do it back in his age. I wanted to set a strong example to people that I did it. Well, today I can feel proud and I can feel that I have answered that small little kid back then who stood there crying because of some other's mother. I feel I have answered that boy who was there on the gunpoint. I feel I have answered the small little girl kid who was there for a treatment without her own knowledge. I have answered my teenage life, no life, no love life, no personal life, all the sacrifices. I have answered everything. Well, I couldn't have done it all alone. I did it because of you, my family, my friends, all these wonderful people who are vibrating right now with me, who are feeling that energy. I don't know how much I stick down to my script. I promise you, I don't know how much I stick down to my script, but I promise you, I stick down to my emotion, my heart, my honesty, my loyalty, my never give up character. So what is stopping you from doing it? All that simple example I'm trying to set all throughout my life, throughout my struggle is, pick up the pen, write your story. You couldn't do it yesterday, do it today. If you couldn't do it today, do it tomorrow. But pick up the pen, write your story. Because if I can do it, you all can do it better than me, and this stage is waiting for you tomorrow. That's my story, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much.